morning, scholars. I'm so excited to continue our lesson on author's purpose, close reading, and test-taking strategies. And I'm excited today because we'll be looking closely at text-dependent questions. So let's review quickly about what we talked about yesterday, which was author's
purpose.
Author's purpose, all right. So we agreed that author's purpose means persuade, inform, and entertain. And what I love about this anchor chart is that we actually selected graphics that we could easily remember. So I noticed there's an arrow for persuade. What does that mean? Yes?
That means to go.
To go. Let's add a little bit more. That arrow does mean to go.
Persuade means to do it.
Persuade means to get you to do it. Very good. What about the red? The red says inform. What does that mean? Yes?
To learn something new.
To learn something new.
To your brain.
Oh, wow. Learn something new and add something to your brain. I love that. All right, and finally we have entertain. All right, let's hear it.
Tell a story.
To tell a story, let's add more to that. It is telling a story.
To see if it's happy or sad.
Okay, telling a story to see if it's happy or sad. I like how you connected that to the heart and the smiley face. So basically it's a story to engage your feelings. So I do like that. So very quickly, what does persuade mean?
To go
do
it.
To do it. Inform means to
add stuff to your brain.
Add more stuff to my brain. And entertain is like
Telling a story.
Stories that get my feelings going. So let's show what you know. Let's go to Cahoots and let's see if we're able to apply what we've learned about author's purpose. So let's get started. Really excited. Author's purpose. I'm going to read the first question to you. I heard surprise and all my friends jumped out with presents. Is that an example of persuade, inform, or entertain?
Entertain.
All right, entertain. Everyone has that. Great. Perfect. Let's go to the next question really quickly. Fishing can be fun. If you bait the hook correctly, your reward will be waiting. What is that? Fishing can be fun. If you bait the hook correctly, your reward will be waiting.
Yay.
All right, persuade. Majority of us pick persuade. What's this trying to get me to do? Who'd like to answer that question? Yes.
It's trying to get you to go fishing.
It's trying to get me to go fishing. Why? What does the first sentence say?
It says fishing can be fun, and it's telling you that you should go try because it's fun.
Very good. Very good. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
All right, finally, I want you to look at the last question. You are going to read it very quickly. I love the way I see you thinking. You can turn and talk with a partner just to share your thoughts if you want to very quickly. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
What?
Persuade. So let's talk about this one. All right. What's the first sentence say?
Buy this DVD now and learn.
If it's saying buy this DVD now, what is that doing? Is that it's telling me to do it, to go ahead and do it. Okay? Buy this DVD now and learn how to play the guitar in less than a month. So this is great. This tells me where we need to go with our learning in regards to author's purpose. We still need to review this every day, okay? But very quickly, since we have limited time, we're going to go ahead into our passage. So I want us to pull back up the SS Normandy. Could you please go to your digital text in your Google's Classrooms and pull up the SS Normandy. Now, we looked at this passage yesterday, and yesterday we talked about ways to build our reading comprehension toolkit. What were some of the things that you guys mentioned yesterday in order to build your reading comprehension toolkit? Yes. What's something we should do?
Read the questions before you read the passage, because then when you're reading the passage, you know what to look for in the question.
Oh, that's a fantastic way to start. Look at your questions first so we know what to look for. I love that. That's establishing your purpose for reading. What else we should do to a text? I've seen you guys already do a few things. Yes.
We should guess what the text is about.
Woo! Guess what the text is going to be about. Make a prediction. What are some things I could use to guess what the text is going to be about? Maybe chunking. I could chunk some information and chunk the text.
Highlight the picture. I mean, not the picture. The title.
Highlight the title, maybe. Let's hear from you. Yes.
Make a prediction what the title is going to be about.
Okay, we've said that. Make a prediction about what the title is going to be about. I see some of you are already engaged with your digital text. Many of you have already circled pictures. You've underlined or highlighted the title. Very good. And we already established that the first thing we should do is look at our questions so we know our purpose for reading. So now I'm going to put the learning in your hands very quickly, just a review from yesterday. I want you to use academic discourse, and I want you to elaborate or maybe even clarify with a partner next to you about what we should be doing with our text. So go ahead and do that, and I'm going to listen in.
What we should be doing with text is like highlighting and highlight the important, highlight the questions, and highlight important things like the main idea. And you should also circle the pictures because the pictures also help you to guess or tell what the story might be about.
Hands up. I've heard some really good academic discourse, and I hate to interrupt your conversation, but there was one thing I heard. I heard someone refer to a test-taking strategy called runners. And I heard someone say we should use runners. Could you share that with everyone? Why should we use that?
So that way we can understand what the passage is talking about.
Okay, and what are some of the steps in that test-taking strategy?
The first step is R, which is read the title, make a prediction.
Okay, which we've already done.
Reread.
Good. Reread.
That's what that means. Go to the questions and understand them. So when you read the questions, you can find the questions.
Very good. So I love what you just said. You said go to the questions so we could understand the questions. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the questions where many of you are. And I want you to work as a partner and with your partners. And I want you to go ahead and look at some key words. I love what you've done here. You've underlined or boxed in a key word so that we know exactly what to look for. So let's do that. For questions 1 through 4, I want you to work as a team to decide what is important, what exactly do I need to look for, and where am I going to find it. Also, earlier, one of your peers said chunk the text. We chunk the text so that we could get that gist and know exactly what it's about, okay? Remember, you can mark up your text. You could actually put notes beside your paragraphs, okay? And I love this. We've already numbered our paragraphs. We've circled some pictures. So I want to go ahead and give you that time to do that. So go ahead very quickly, work with a partner, and go ahead and work to look at your text-dependent questions. What's important to you? What are you going to do?
It says what is the SS?
It says the first one is what is
Okay, so what is it asking?
normally, so we try to find what it means.
So in the passage we might look for what the SS normandy was or
Okay.
what it is.
So we can go back to the text.
What is an SS normandy? What do you think that is? Remember, you've got to highlight the keywords here so that you know that.
Number 2 says
And then I want you to think about which one of these answers
The
makes sense.
text describes
the sequence of events that led to the destruction.
Okay,
of
so
the
what
SS
evidence do you
normandy.
have to prove that that is about a battleship? Where does that say that in the text?
So we might look at the paragraph or wherever it is to see what happened after.
Okay, so what evidence in the text? So that's a picture, but what evidence in the text do you see as well?
The fire on SS normal. SS normal.
The other questions don't make sense, so I eliminated.
Okay, so you eliminated those because they don't make sense. That's good. But do you see ocean liner anywhere in the passage? Did you see that word? Because that's what you picked.
And see what the main idea is. When the SS
Okay, so maybe we should go back and revisit this and see if we can find some of these. Okay, so let's go back up. Scroll to the top.
So that